think they're really important within the workplace for the following reasons. One, they're there to spot the signs. Some signs are obvious, but others are more subtle, and they're given the training to spot those subtle signs. Also around being able to have the conversations with people. Sometimes we shy away from conversations about mental health. The first aiders know how to start those supportive conversations. Also, they encourage professional support for people and encourage self-help, and will point people in the direction of networks they can join as well. In the organisation, they're an additional resource for line managers, which is really vital. Sometimes line managers can be a bit close to the problem, and also they're there as a sounding board. And there's still quite a bit of stigma associated with mental health. They can help tackle that stigma and change the culture within the workplace. Fundamentally, first aiders save lives. If we can get in at an early stage, we can stop depression and anxiety from escalating. Fundamentally as well, it keeps people within the workplace, stops them from going off sick. And it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing for us to do to promote good mental health. Well, it's mandatory for physical first aiders, so why isn't it mandatory around mental health? 1 in 4 of us will be diagnosed with a mental health issue in our lifetime. Also, in any given year, 1 in 4 of us will experience levels of low mental health associated with things such as bereavement, perhaps debt. The environment in which we live might not be good, and we might not be eating and drinking the right things. So it's important that we know how to tackle these things. And surely it's time that mental health is placed on that same platform as physical first aid, and there's no health without good mental health. Well, we're working closely with Mental Health First Aid England, which is the only licensed provider of this type of training in the country. This is a global movement. It's in over 26 countries now, and it's evidence-based, and in the UK alone over 500,000 people have now been trained up. We've started training our own mental health first aiders within the Growth Company, which will be complete this year, and we're also rolling out training to managers as well, so that managers know how to work with the first aiders, and they're given some skills as well to spot the signs. Well, we offer the first aider training to other companies, and we've also got our own Leading Well programme, which gives organisations the skills and helps them to develop a cohesive strategy around the whole of the wellbeing agenda. And we're also working with partners, as I mentioned, Mental Health First Aid England, but we're also working closely with the Manchester Stress Institute so that we can become beacons for good mental health across the whole of the UK.